What's up, guys? Black Cat Movies here, and today we're going to be ranking all the Pixar movies, all 27. Well, I was going to plan this for a while, so I'm excited to get into it. So let's get started. Seen as elemental, or at least I thought it'd be nicer to rank them all. In last is Cars 2, very bad movie. This is very boring. It's a stupid spy movie. It doesn't have anything to do with Cars 1. The Cars franchise is the weakest Pixar franchise. I'm not a big fan. So let's move to the next one. At number 25 is The Good Dinosaur, another movie I don't really care about. It's kind of boring, and it's not that entertaining. And 26. It's just, I love the animation, but it feels more like The Lion King. I prefer to watch The Lion King. That's one of my favorite animated movies. At number 25, Cars. Very boring. I'm not a Cars fan again. This is a weak franchise, so let's not talk about this one. It's too it's too dull and slow, and it's not that good. At number 24, Cars 3. It's better than Cars 2, and Cars 1 is the best Cars movie, and it's still not good. It's boring, but it's entertaining a little bit, so that's good. But the story is weak. All the Cars movies are weak, so let's continue. Number 24. Number 24. Number 23, Coco. Overrated movie. A lot of people love this movie, but I find it pretty boring. It has great music, great visuals, but it's still not a great movie. Number 22, Luca. Very boring movie again. It has great animation, but these Pixar movies, they'll get better as moving on, but this movie is not great. It's enjoyable but flawed. It has but it's good. The bike racing is good. It's just not the greatest. Number 21, Onward. This movie's pretty boring to me too. It's not a great movie. It's not an interesting story, but it's a fantasy. But I like Chris Pratt, Tom Holland, but this movie's not my favorite. Number 20, Turning Red. This movie used to be very high up for me, but the last one I rewatched, I didn't really like it that much. It's forgettable, and this was when Pixar was not doing that great. And it had to go to Disney Plus, and it was not good that went to Disney Plus, because I wanted it to be it should have been in the theater until, they weren't in the theater until Lightyear. And, but it has a good song, but it's just too ridiculous for me. It feels like more of a teen girl movie. girl. Number 19, Brave. A little good movie, sort of good movie, but it's enjoyable but flawed. It's very nice animation. I like her in it. She kind of reminds me of a video game character from, because she has red hair, from the girl from Horizon Zero Dawn. That reminds me of her. And Brave, it's not great, but it's not bad, but it's enjoyable a little bit. Number 18, Finding Dory, an okay sequel. It's not as good as Finding Nemo, but still enjoyable. And I think this is the first movie on the list that grossed $1 billion. And that's a lot. So, it's enjoyable, but not as good. It's flawed, also. And also, I like the octopus, but it's just not as good as the first one. Number 17, Monsters University, an okay prequel. I feel like they wish we got a sequel, not a prequel, but it's still what it is. It has good new characters. I like the story. Love the story. I like the story of Mike and Sully in university, college, and it's a pretty good movie. Number 16, Lightyear, an enjoyable Pixar movie. And last time I rewatched I really enjoyed it. I've seen it like 5 times. That's crazy. A lot of people don't like it. Yes, it has issues with the villain twist in the end, but still an enjoyable movie. I just like, but it's nowhere near as good as Toy Story, which we'll talk about later. Number 15, A Bug's Life. An enjoyable movie, but it's like a Seven Samurai here, but I never seen that. But it's the second Pixar movie, and it's enjoyable. I like the story of Flick, and it's very good. Number 14, Soul. It's highly enjoyable. It's very good. It's probably the best Pixar movie since it's probably the best one on Disney Plus. But it's very good, and I like the story. I love the animation. Only seen it once. I haven't seen it since it came out, but I'll probably rewatch it sometime. Number 13, Finding Nemo. A very good movie. It's overrated, but still a great movie. I like the story of Finding Nemo, and it's funny in the aquarium scene. It's just such a good movie. Number 12, The Incredibles 2, a great follow-up. It's not as good as the first, but still a great movie. I think this has a better story than the first one, but it's not better. But I don't think the villain's as good, but it has more interesting story. But it's so much fun. It's great action sequences, and this is a great all around a great sequel. About one of the better follow-ups. And number 11, Ratatouille, a great movie. It's very fun. It's very creative with the rat cooking, and that's everything. I only seen it once, but I'll rewatch it and maybe it'll go even higher. Number 10, Wall-E. A great movie. It's very good, and it kind of starts slow, but then it gets better, like in the space part. I just love this movie. It's very emotional. It's very heartfelt. And that's everything to say. Let's continue. And number 9, Inside Out, a great movie. It's very sad at the end, but it's still fantastic with every scene. And Bing Bong's death is sad, and I just like the score, and it's just very fantastic with how each emotion that controls Riley's head is just fantastic in this movie. Number 8, the new release Elemental, a fantastic Pixar movie. It's best Pixar movie. This movie's perfect. It's very great. It's one of my favorite movies of the year so far. It's fantastic. I love the heart. It's heartfelt. It's sweet, and I love the romance between fire and water, Ember and Wait, and I love the song "Steal the Show," and it's a fantastic movie. Number 7, Monsters Inc., a fantastic movie. It's very funny. I love the story in it. It's just fantastic between Mike and Sully, and I love the little girl Boo. It's a fantastic movie, one of Pixar's classics. Number 6, Up. Fantastic movie. Original score is fantastic, and the first 15 minutes are fantastic. Then the Avenger with the balloons is fantastic. I love the characters. It's a fantastic movie. One of my favorite movies ever, probably. And number 5 is Toy Story 2. I'm putting all the Toy Story movies in a row, but they're ranked. So Toy Story is one of my favorite franchises. I love Toy Story. They're all 10 out of 10s. Fantastic, perfect movies. This movie's fantastic. I love the introducing of Jessie and Bullseye and the Prospector, fantastic villain. In this, I love the story in the toy barn. I love the airport sequence. Airport where they're running through the conveyor belt, and at the end with the plane is fantastic. Number 4, Toy Story 4, a fantastic end to this franchise. I love it. It's perfect. And a lot of people don't like it because they think it's unnecessary, but I think I love this. It's the fantastic ending of Woody's story, and it's fantastic. I know we're going to get a 5th one, but I think it's very unnecessary. I don't know how that will do it. Probably because if they want money, they want to gross another $1 billion. But this movie's still fantastic. And number 3 is the original Toy Story, a fantastic start to Pixar. The animation still holds up, and the villain Sid was fantastic, and this movie is so great. It's iconic, it's one of the classics, and it's fantastic. And number 2, our runner-up is Toy Story 3. This movie's fantastic. I love this movie. It's the perfect end to the Andy trilogy, and I love how it ends like it's continuing the next chapter. But it's very sad when Andy gives away his toys to Bonnie. It's like the next, and it's fantastic ending. So I love this movie, and I love the daycare story, and lots of the villain. I forgot to talk about him. He's fantastic, and this movie's fantastic. So that's everything. Perfect movie. 10 out of 10. But number 1, The Incredibles, the perfect Pixar movie, and not just my favorite Pixar movie, one of my favorite movies of all time. I love this movie. It's one of my favorite anime movies, probably my second alongside Across the Spider-Verse. This used to be it, but then Across Spider-Verse topped it. This movie's fantastic. I love this movie. I just can't wait to I just hope they do a third one someday, because this is a fantastic. The 2 movies are fantastic so far. And I love this movie. I love Frozone. I love the family. Syndrome's a great villain, and this movie is fantastic with the action sequences. Well, yes, it does have world building, but still a perfect movie. And I love this movie. So that's all of it. We'll see next year with Elio and Inside Out 2. Where will those land? So I'm excited for those 2. I don't know about Inside Out 2, but Elio looks good. So this is great reviewing every Pixar movie, ranking them. It was good to look back at these movies. So hope you like the ranking. Upcoming videos: Indiana Jones ranking, a Mission Impossible review, 2 Lord of the Rings, Barbie, and Haunted Mansion. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.